What's up, friends? Welcome to my channel, Collecting is Fun, where I show you that collecting is fun. And in this one, we're going to be looking at an old school character. Very old school character. None other than Dr. Fate. And this is the design from that old school Dr. Fate, one of his first iterations. I remember this character way back in the day when I was a kid. And my father gave me a superpowers version of this character. Meanwhile, I knew nothing about this figure, this character at all. Like, who is this dude, Dr. Fate? I was like, I don't know who this guy is. I was appreciative of the gift. I just knew nothing about it. But maybe this was my father's attempt in diversifying my collection because, I mean, I didn't have just a whole bunch of Superman. I had Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and so forth and so on. I had some villains as well. So he was helping me diversify, but he gave me this guy. I just didn't know anything about the dude. Maybe he didn't. I don't know what the case was, but I was grateful. I don't know where that thing is now. I would like to know, and if a superpowers version of this comes out, maybe it has already, I don't know, but if it does, or if I see one, I might get it. I don't know. But since I saw this one, I saw this today at Target, and I passed up on this character before, this figure, and I said, you know what? This was that figure that my dad gave me. Let me go ahead and grab him because I don't know when I'm going to see him again. I found the platinum version. I got it for a friend of mine. So he has that one. But this one, I was like, okay, this is a dual meaning here. It's a collector's version and I'm collecting right now. So definitely I should have this. So now I have it. So I'm thankful for my dad helping me diversify my collection. Now, this dude is old, man. Super old. He is like 3 years younger than Superman and Batman. He was one of the first ones. So you got to have respect. Silver Age, Dr. Fate. We might bring out some other Silver Age characters because he is, I think it's kind of apropos. All right, so this is that look. Now, we're also going to point out some things, elephant in the room type stuff, because this figure did not come with anything, as you saw that box. He did not come with nothing that you think he's supposed to come with. It's like, why didn't you do it, McFarlane? What were you doing? Were you rushing? Why? And the figure cost too much for getting so little. But of course, it's his digital series. So you can get that card, scratch it, redeem the digital figure, and there you have it. You got some hey, what's that thing called? The digital stuff. I forgot the digital artwork, what it's called. But you got that now, right? I forgot the name. I'll think of it in a minute. But that's all you have. He has this item holding hand, which we'll get to in a minute. We'll save that for a moment. But anyway, Justice League of America, right there, Dr. Fate. Really cool stuff. Let's open this guy up and let's have some fun and talk about who this guy is. All right, so here he is out of the packaging. And we have these effects. Of course, we got the digital card, which I will scratch off and redeem so I can have the NFT. That's what I was trying to think of. That digital art that nobody really knows what to do with, really. NFT. And then we have this that resembles the back of that box. And we have a little fun fact stuff here. There it is, spring 1940. Upon wearing the ancient alien golden helmet of fate, Kent Nelson transformed from kindly academic into the sorcerer Dr. Fate, one of the founding members of the Justice Society. Dr. Fate is able to use his powers to wield magic, conjure illusions, and see the future. Can't even see that. I do apologize, but there you have it. Okay. DC Direct, McFarlane, whatever that means, right? Cool stuff. Go ahead and keep the cards. You know what you got to do. Don't get rid of the cards. Because this right here, again, McFarlane losing the license to Mattel or getting outbid by Mattel. I don't think Mattel's going to give us cards, man. Keep these cards. This is going to be, we're going to be talking about this for some time. I don't know if McFarlane's ever going to get it back, but man, we're going to be talking about this. Remember, we got cards. Remember this, that, and the other. And then also we're going to talk about stuff like this, getting hardly anything with the figures. And also he came with that stand, that digital stand, that means nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like this digital stand could have been, I'm not even going to pull it out the packaging. I think I'm going to put the guy back in the packaging because I think I'm just going to have him displayed on my wall or what have you. But you see this? That right there could have been something special. He can do something special with these stands. It could have, like he's got his insignia right here, but it could have had like a Ankh for Dr. Fate, the helmet, something, maybe the hands, something for Dr. Fate, anything like that. But no, he didn't do that. He just gave us the same old, same old. And why would he? Because look at what we got here. So let's take a look at this stuff. Let's get the elephant in the room out the way. Why would Dr. Fate need an item holding hand? He will never hold a gun. He does not need to hold any items. He doesn't need to hold a scepter or anything like that. There is no reason for him to have these hands or this hand here. I now would have to find a figure with a yellow hand to make this work. Something that's not an item holding hand. Whether it's a fist will do fine, but you want that open hand. Why is this here? So this is absolutely unacceptable, and I would need to find another figure with a yellow hand to make it look better. Fist hand. Okay, sure. He has used a fist before, okay? And I think he's punched somebody before, what have you, but this definitely could have been the symbol, the Ankh hands or Baphomet, whatever you want to call it, right? He could have done that. We don't have that. But now that we've gotten that out the way, let's take a look at the positives. We have this nylon cape with the wire, which is great. Okay, that's a good thing. Because plastic capes, we should be done with that. But I'm glad he put this stuff, or had the decency, I guess, to do this with these old school signature figures, right? Key figures, if you want to say that. So this is nice. The body buck is nice. He's nice and thin. I don't know where this body buck came from. I'm not someone who likes to keep track of all the body bucks, but this is a nice slim body buck. You know, he doesn't have that much muscle or musculature, which he doesn't really need to, even though he is packed out with powers. This guy, Kent Nelson, when he first stumbled upon this helmet, it was when he went on an archaeological dig with his dad. Went into a place that he shouldn't have been going into. You know how people do, man. They get into something and they open something that they don't really understand that they're supposed to be, or understand what they're opening, doing something they shouldn't be doing. And then next, you know, booby traps are set. So what happened was this guy opened up something he wasn't supposed to open, and it unleashed, well, it just released a alien called Naboo. And he later on reveals he's an alien, but he didn't know that. So Naboo gets awakened or released, but booby traps were set for something like this. And Naboo was a powerful wizard. So he got trapped. I don't know how you trap a powerful wizard, but apparently he got trapped. Poisonous gas came. It got his father, Kent's father. And Naboo was like, dang, dude, that's messed up. I didn't mean to have you out here fatherless like that. So let me help you out. Let me teach you some things. I'm gonna teach you my ways, and I'm gonna help raise you. And that's what he did. Naboo revealed that he was an alien, and he had these special gifts, that he was a wizard. And so he bestowed upon him the amulet of Anubis, the helmet, and this cape. And all of this gives him the abilities. And even without this, he can still retain some of his magical abilities. So all of these abilities that he has, if you want to go ahead and make the comparison, yes, he is like Doctor Strange. But more correctly, Doctor Strange is more like him. And Doctor Strange would be like a, very, very toned down version of what this guy can do, right? And that's really, you can say that about pretty much every Marvel character. Marvel, they have a different kind of universe where everybody doesn't have almost godlike power like DC. DC almost, all these different superpower beings, I mean, there's so many that have almost godlike power, and that's more DC than Marvel. So that's another way to differentiate between those two companies. But yeah, we're missing the Ankh, right? We can have an Ankh somewhere, but it's not supposed to be part of his design. It's just we're missing something, maybe a symbol he can hold, anything like that. It would have been great. But his powers, man, it's like, go through and look through all of this. His cape gives him flight, like Doctor Strange, right? Or Doctor Strange, like Dr. Fate. He's got telepathy, telekinesis, fire and lightning manipulation, super strength from that amulet there. He's got magical shields. This man is almost invulnerable sometimes. I'm not sure how that works. You know how it is. Like the Flash is super fast, but sometimes he gets caught. Yeah, so it's very inconsistent. So because there are other Doctor Fates that we've had. This right here was the first one. And there was a woman who was his wife. There was other folks, and there's like a new person now. So there's been many people that have held the helm of Dr. Fate. And his helmet has a universe inside of it. His amulet has a universe inside of it. He's got a lot of things going on. So he can see outside of time. So he's literally one of those characters where if he's on the scene, there's something bad going on. He literally can see into the future and go and deem whether this particular incident needs to happen to protect what's going to happen in the future, or if it can be thwarted, right? So it's like it's like having Doctor Strange. It's just like having this guy. If Dr. Fate was your friend, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna let Superman and Batman do all they can to fight, to save the people and all that. But as long as they don't affect the overall outcome of this situation, we're good. That's him. So it's like when Dr. Fate shows up, it's like, oh, dude, Fate, what you gonna do now, man? Or what are you not going to do? You gonna stop me? Like, nah, I'm not gonna stop you. Wait, should you stop me? I plead the fifth. What the? Dr. Fate, really? That's how he is. It's like he will stop it if he needs to, but if it's going to affect the future in a negative way and it's going to cause a bigger problem later on, that's when he'll like decide to interfere or not interfere. And that's just crazy. It's a lot. And so a lot of people just, they give up the helmet. Like, hey, I can't do this. Or Anubis was like, all right, I'll be finding somebody else. I got you. Or Nabu, we'll find somebody else. But that's enough of that. You can take a look at him because he's got a rich history, and I can't cover all of it. It's just ridiculous how much he is. But he is somebody you should not be sleeping on if you get him. Platinum or regular, it does not matter. So again, nylon cape, wire cape, which is great. But of course, we could have used that good old flight stand. That flight stand would have been great because he would have been in the air, just doing what he's supposed to be doing. Not like that, but kind of, just some type of look. You can't even really do it with this hand right here, but he just a nice little pose of him in the air, just being that dude, looking out over everything. But let's take a look at some close up of this guy here. We know the McFarlane articulation, so we don't need to really look at that. But you can see his eyes. See that? Eyes are white. Because this dude, when he puts on that helmet, he's like a different person almost. Can't take the helmet off, which would have been kind of cool if you could, but no need. And that is it, man. Again, the body buck is nice. The color scheme, everything is really cool. You're missing out on these hands. Missing out on the effects. Not cool for McFarlane, but really cool that he actually did this figure for us. And that's a great thing. So, on that note, let's go ahead and bring out somebody else. We got this guy, Silver Age. And again, he's strong. He's a strong dude. So he can actually take a punch from Superman and get up. He's done it before. As a matter of fact, he's so powerful. He even offers Superman, he said, hey, listen, if you want, I can make you invulnerable to magic. And he was like, I can open up some realms, siphon some power from this person over here, whatever, or siphon from this universe, whatever I need to do to make it to where you are invulnerable from here on out. What do you say? Apparently he said no. So, but I was like, oh, cool. That would have been great. But I don't know that story. Take a look at it and see what you can find. Then we got Batman here with the nylon cape. I'm glad he gave Superman the cloth, but got Batman here with the nylon cape. We're going to leave Ace alone. You know what? I'm going to bring somebody else out who hardly gets any kind of love. One moment here. Let me just go ahead and grab him. I'm going to go ahead and grab Superman and take him out. Really? I think that was some bitterness right there. Superman's like, you're going to take me out. I was here first. All right. I'm going to bring this guy out. Red Tornado. Red Tornado, part of the Justice Society. He also, old school character. And, you know, partner with Dr. Fate. He's not standing right now because I had him in his whole little whirly effect here that doesn't do a lick of good. You got to use a McFarlane stand just to keep this thing from falling over. And then you got to put him in here through this little peg, and his feet don't even fit in there all the way. You got to, like, position him weirdly. It's so crazy. Right? But there's that. You got him in there. Let's go and take you out. Alternate some of these folks. Let's bring out somebody from the Black Adam movie. Someone that I don't have the other version, so all I got is this one, the movie version. I know it's comic book and movie, but you got good old Aldous Hodge. And that's honestly the way he stands, too. That's how his legs move out. But Aldous Hodge as Carter Hall. Well, as you can tell, his face don't really look like Carter Hall. I mean, or Aldous Hodge. It's kind of like the whole Derek Bishop, Jamie Foxx situation. Derek Bishop, as I call him, instead of Eric Bishop. But yeah, he's been here, and his wings are so ridiculously bodacious. And I already have him in here. But there he is. Not Silver Age, but it's the best I can do at the moment. You understand what I'm trying to get at, right? But Hawkman was with them, right? Now, there's another Doctor Strange that I have, my first Doctor Strange from McFarlane, and that is the one from this particular movie. So let's go ahead and bring him out. Actually, Red Tornado, excuse me, alternate these folks. It would be kind of cool if he did this again. Just give us a better cape. That would be really nice. Or a Silver Age version. You think he might do something like that? Who knows what McFarlane is going to do right now? We have no clue. But we're going to bring out the other Doctor Strange. Booyakasha. And look at that helmet. Really cool design done by, I don't know who did the design, but the character was portrayed by Pierce Brosnan, which also made it great. And we're like, man, we should get more Dr. Fate stuff. We really should. And I don't even know it was Ken Nelson in that movie. I need to look it up and see. But yes, this is such a cool figure. And even though the cape is plastic, I like the texture of it. It's nice. He did a good job on this one. I mean, he usually does on the movie characters. But oh, and also look, his hands. He's got somewhat of a mystical type of hand, but I can't do anything with that because it's gold. See that? I can't do anything with that because it's gold. But you see he's doing something. He's looking like he's doing that whole Elizabeth Olsen, not Black Widow. What's her name? Scarlet Witch deal when she's moving her hands all crazy. Kind of look like he's doing that. But there you go. You got movie Doctor Strange and you got Silver Age OG Doctor Strange with that guy from Black Adam. And that's all I can really pull out at the moment as far as Silver Age is concerned. But you see what I'm saying. Old school, OG character looks really good in your collection. And you need to have where it all started, honestly. And it started with that guy. Really cool stuff. So other than him not having the hands that he's supposed to have, I really do like this figure. Like I said, dual meaning, but he looks good. And he has way more than the superpowers did. But still, he should have way more than what we have right now. So I got to find somebody with a yellow hand and see if I can make it work. If I do, I may show you. But if not, it's just going to be, like we had an opportunity. So maybe I'll just have it like this. There you go. Have his hand looking like that because it doesn't look like he's holding anything. He's just there. All right. So we do it like this. Now he's okay. Because now he doesn't look like he's trying to hold something. And there you go. Okay, that's it, man. Dr. Fate, everyone. Dr. Fate. This dude, ridiculously powerful. Like, he is always showing up every now and again. He'll show up, but you're never really getting the full gamut of his abilities. He just shows up, shows out, and then leaves. And it's like, dude, do we need to see more of him? Like, could you really stand to have a whole segment, a whole episode, a whole series of this guy just being right there with everybody else? Dr. Fate just sitting on the sidelines? No, you can't do that. He's got far more important things to do because he's too daggone powerful. Going to different realms, different times. Oh, it's ridiculous. He or she, whoever is holding the reins and had that helmet on, who decides to keep it on or whatnot. Because that just would drive you crazy. The fact that you show up on the scene and you can see that all these people are going to have to die to save what's going to happen in the future. Oh, that'll drive you insane. But anyway, cool figure. I hope you have a chance to find him. Oh, I would be remiss of my duties if I didn't give you El Barcode. There you go. Dr. Fate, Silver Age. I hope you find them. I hope you can add this to your collection, and I hope it brings you much joy, because this is a cool figure. It's really fun, and if you can find better hands, if you already have these hands, hey, you're already one step ahead of the game. Have fun collecting, folks, because collecting is fun. Later days.
Sing, 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 sing.